Making your way back to your seats, please. We'll get underway with a fabulous show. There aren't too many people that you can say consummate entertainers and really mean it. There aren't too many people you can say that can sing any genre of music and really mean it. And there aren't many that have as many hits under their belts as this performer that I'm about to bring out to you. So if you would, please make welcome one of the greatest voices in country music ever, Larry Gatlin.
Well, I better do good. Hi, y'all. We're glad to see y'all. We always love coming up here. It's kind of hard to get to. I thought about it. Next time I'm going to take that canoe and just get on that river. Hey, listen, how many of y'all seen this for the first time in your whole life? Raise your hand. We've been doing this for 59 years, people. But listen, here's what you need to know. I'm the oldest Gatlin brother. I moved to Nashville in 1971 with my wife, Janice. Brother Steve, Brother Rudy were still in college out at Texas Tech University in Lubbock, Texas. We are the first generation of either side of our family to get to go to college, so it's really important for us to do that. So I went and started writing songs. Dottie West brought me to Nashville. See, most people come out here and they just start singing their hits. Houston, nighttime. We're going to do all those, I promise. But here's the deal. They were in college, like I say, so when they graduated, we came to Nashville, you know. I was already there for about a year and a half. Started a little solo career, but I knew that we'd been singing since we were little boys. Next year will be the 60th year that we've been singing music together, and I've never had two better friends and two better partners. They are not backup singers. They are what the Gatlin Brothers sound's all about. Welcome, Brother Steve, Brother Rudy. Here they are. Hey, do we have house lights? Can we turn house lights up? Do we have house lights? Do we have any veterans here? I know we have veterans. If you're a veteran of armed services, stand up right now. You're a special to the Gatlin Brothers. Give them a hand. Soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guardsmen. Rest of them stand up too. They deserve it. Come on. Do we have a flag? There's a flag in the world. There's a flag in our hearts. Here's how we start every show. Oh, say, can you see by dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and long as red flare the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Now you can welcome the band. We're going to sing those songs I was telling you about. It's good to be in Appalachia. You're scared in Arkansas. Night and day I pray that your man won't let me be. I'm a prisoner of love, and I just want to be set free. I'll never want to be saved. That time magic woman. Yeah. Started off almost 40 years, boys and girls. We got a bunch of Texans up here. We got any Texans up here? Well, Houston, that I'm the one that goes to Houston. Yeah, Houston, means the last day of the church will be through. Yeah, God in heaven, Father, I know what I do, Father, living my way. But Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Sing it over, Steve. I'll sing that the world is for you. Sure was a great time for me and you guys. On when I'm away from you, honey. Time on away from everybody. Sing it. Sleeping on the floor of the Holiday Hotel. Sure makes the cap on blue. Where in Houston, I'm one day closer to you. Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Mr. Gatlin Butler playing that piano for y'all. Yeah, you from that Houston. Houston means the last day of the church. God in heaven, Father, I love what I do. Always living. Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. First of all, hold on. For y'all, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. His wife's going to make him save the gun. That's really weird. You know, we've been doing this. Next year will be our 60th year of singing music together. We've been very blessed. And I reckon after 60 years, you'll do pretty daddy burn well where you want to. I mean, well, where does somebody go to fire us? I mean, where? So for those of you who are seeing this for the first time, this may not be the weirdest thing you see up there. I may get there over up here in Gatlin. What the heck? All right, these nice people are paying us very well to do this. Well, not this particular thing here, but the singing part. And thank you, kind sir, for your wonderful introduction. So far, it proved that I was a really great singer. I'm going to hear now. So, here's what I'm saying. We've been up here. How many times have we done this? 15, 20? We do it every other year for about 30 years. And we love it. The crowds are always wonderful. The money is good. You know, they print it right there before we get here every day. Right? They're a little good. And usually the crowd, they know these songs and recognize these songs because they were really big hits. We've got a young lady here in the front row. She's going, dear God, I wish that was Josh Turner. He don't know what I know though. He's great. We did a show. He closed our part of the show last week somewhere. So here's the deal. Young lady, we're glad you're here. These folks behind you and around you who are a little, they're a little wiser. They're maturer. They're more mature and all that. And we're going to start this song again. And they're going to act like it was a really big hit because I know you don't remember, but they do. So. I don't want to cry. This hurt this morning. But cry will if you go through with me alone. I don't want to cry. This hurt this morning. So they back down and love me and they believe it later on. Okay, hold it. And then one of the wiser older people will stand right in front of you so you can't see me while I'm saying this. How many of you have brought cameras today? Turn the house lights up. Stand up if you brought your camera. Stand up so the security guards can see you better. Stand up one more time, right where you are. Get focused, get ready. Come on, man. Song, and you, Elrod, you stay seated. I don't want to think about tomorrow. Long knows I've got my hands full, just worrying about today. And if it's true that God sees every sparrow where it falls, Lord, I hope see me falling if you back while away. 'Cause I don't want to cry this morning, but cry if you go through with leaving me alone. I don't want to cry this morning. So they back down and love me, and they believe it till later on. So they back down and love me, and we believe it till later on. I don't want to cry. Thank you. Goodbye! I'm just kidding. We ain't gonna sing 3 songs and quit. I'm sorry? I'm not ready to quit, no, sir. California.
Testing. Welcome to Georgia Mountain Fair. We are behind the scenes with Larry Gatlin. 60 years of entertaining from the time you were six years old in church.
Yep.
With your brothers.
Learned to sing, the old gospel quartets, the Blackwood Brothers, the Statesman Quartet, and all that. So it's our first love. We learned to sing out of the church hymn book. So.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the things when we looked at the group of people who were here today, almost maximum capacity today for your show. It was amazing. And when you brought up the gospel, everybody was into that. They were also into the Made in America, because when you open your program, you do it with talking about America and how important America is.
Well, the blessings that this country and that God has given the three Gatlin brothers to our families. I mean, our mother and father are still alive. Dad's 87, hardworking, God-fearing man. Mama's 86. They're getting a little frail, but they taught us what this was about, what this country was about. And it breaks my heart when I look around and see people who take it for granted, or even not just take it for granted, but who put it down.
Right.
And say that we're the bad guys. I mean, it's like I've had the very great honor of meeting and knowing for many years General Colin Powell. He said,
wow.
He said, we've liberated more people, we've fed more people, we've clothed more people, we've housed more people, we've brought medicine and freedom from tyranny to more people than any country in the history of the world, and we never asked for anything except enough ground to bury our dead.
Exactly.
So I've been to the cemetery at Omaha Beach, and I saw a little bit, not anything, but I saw the result. And then a few days later I went to Paris, which a city I love, one of the great cities in the world, and the French anarchists were over at the American embassy giving the "We're number one,"
right?
To the American flag.
Yeah.
So, like I told them today, we don't do politics in our shows. That's not really what people come for. But at 66, I've got a good job, and I just got my Social Security last month.
Get it done.
So if I go out and talk about politics and the American people fire me, well, they can just fire me, because I'm to the point of, the great philosopher Sir Edmund Burke said, the only thing necessary for tyranny to exist is for good men to do nothing.
That's exactly
right. I will
right.
not do nothing. So I think we're headed in the wrong direction. I'm proud of my country, and really those who aren't, leave.
Exactly.
Quit screwing up my deal.
That is exactly right. Now, one of the things that we have seen in America, I was in the trucking business for 32 years, and the textile industry really took a hit. Many, many jobs were lost, and there were 435 jobs lost in Blue Ridge, Georgia. You now are involved in a clothing design that bears your name. Tell me a little bit about that.
First of all, I'm a capitalist. I believe in free enterprise.
Absolutely.
I believe the more money I make, the more people I can hire to be in my band.
That's right.
I can go get 2 buses instead of 1. I can build a bigger house instead of 1. Good when I've got to get another car. I can buy more stuff for my 2 granddaughters. I can buy bigger Christmas presents and birthday presents.
You're not kind of man.
It's called capitalism.
Absolutely.
Where else but this country could a guy be? I'm a 1%er. I'm that 1% that some politicians in America are decrying and saying are the bad guys. We're the guys that give people jobs. I don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
I wrote a song, I never got a job from a poor man. Every man who ever gave me a job had more money than me. I mean, I ain't the brightest flame in the candle shop, but holy Jesus, I mean that in the...
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, like we said earlier, it ain't rocket surgery. So I'm a capitalist. I'm a free market guy. I believe the people who venture their money and their time and their hard work should be rewarded.
Absolutely.
And they can do it downstream. So I want to make money. The Bible, a lot of people misquote the Bible. They say, well, the Bible says money is the root of all evil. It doesn't say that. It says the love of money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
I don't love money. I do love what you can do with it.
Yeah.
Because you can help a lot of people and do a lot of good things.
Absolutely.
So number 1, I'm a capitalist, free market. I believe, number 2, that Americans make the best products on the face of the earth. If we didn't have great products and do great goods and services, why are people lined up at the Canadian border trying to get into Detroit to get simple things like a tooth filled?
Yes.
Because the way they do it on the other side of the river doesn't work.
It doesn't
and
work.
They've got people standing in line. So I believe in that. What we've tried to do, so like I say, capitalism, free market enterprise, we make great products. Yeah, you can get things a little bit cheaper sometimes that were made in China or made in Pakistan or India or God knows where. But what people don't realize is when they do that and it knocks somebody out of a job, that person who doesn't have a job isn't going to buy your product.
Exactly.
So I'm going to buy American-made products. I've gone to my closet and taken out stuff. I still have one little favorite jacket that was made in China, but I might have to get rid of it. These nice people at the Diamond Gusset Jeans, David Hall, made in America, and the nice people at the Sewell Clothing Company down in Bremen, Georgia, and we went to Blue Ridge. I think that's where the jeans.
A&S, yes.
So we've started a deal. Larry Gatlin Legend line and the Brothers line. We're going to do it first with me a jacket, then the brothers are going to come in some vests and stuff, kind of Western wear. It's all made in America. It's quality. There's some of the beautiful. Look at these jeans.
I love those. I love those.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to show you the label.
I see that.
Look like two little pigs fighting in a paper bag, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
So that's what
I love it.
Let me tell you what I saw. They're beautiful clothes. And Steve and Rudy, we're going to come in there and they're going to, and yeah, I hope it makes a lot of money. That's great because
jobs,
we can order some
jobs.
people. Absolutely. We're not going to get filthy rich selling britches. The folks who own the company, they're the ones supposed to get rich.
That's okay.
They put their money in there.
The working, just the paychecks that are coming back to Blue Ridge, Georgia, you don't understand what a difference it's making to a company because those people lost their jobs and had no education and no way to replace those jobs. The textile industry is all they knew. So you are really giving back.
I sat there, well, thank you. I'm grateful to the folks at Sewell, Robin Sewell Worley, whose grandfather started the company in 1917 over in Bremen, Georgia, with a mill town. There was a time in America in the 60s, early 70s, before NAFTA, that the little town of Bremen, Georgia was called Milltown because 60%, listen to me people, 60% of the suits, men's suits, jackets, and sport coats and pants were made for all of the country in Bremen, Georgia.
Wow.
And since NAFTA, the little town is a ghost town. The Sewell plant is still there, and we're trying to, kind of re-energize it.
Right.
Let me tell you what I saw. And I've stood on the Great Wall of China. I love China. Those people are good people. They love their kids. I was walking down the street. I can't speak Chinese. I can barely speak English. I said, beautiful lady holding this little 18-month-old boy, naked as a jaybird. I ain't kidding, he is butt naked. Little chubby thing, cutest thing. I said, that's a beautiful baby. And she hands me her naked baby to hold him.
Oh, wow.
Right? She's proud. So it's not, but still, our first obligation, our first deal is to take care of our naked babies here.
That's right. That's right.
So let me tell you what I saw. I went to the plant in Blue Ridge. I sat there, stood behind a lady. She's probably 70s, okay? And she told me, Mr. Gatlin, she sewed the same pocket every day on these jeans for the last 15, 20 years since David Hall brought the company back. She said, I worked here for Levi Strauss for 23 years. She said they passed NAFTA, and she sent my job to China.
Exactly.
Okay, she said Mr. Hall came back, and the reverence and respect that they have for him and for Robin Worley and the Sewell, they've given them jobs. They've treated them right. They've done the right thing.
And they're not working for $1 a day and a bowl of rice.
No,
they're working for decent
not.
Decent wages.
Decent
wages.
They have safety and security and things like that. So, yes, I hope it makes a bunch of money. Larry Gatlin Legend Collection, we need to see it. I ain't kidding you. There's one of them's got the...
I got a question. You make them for fat girls?
There's a lot of you.
I got to have a pair.
Let me have some of them. Get over here. So,
I can't wait to see his clothes.
Cashmere, and they got this ostrich thing on there. Well, let me tell you something. The PETA. Now, look, I ain't going to go whoop no dog or anything like that, okay? But look, they killed this ostrich. They ate the ostrich, and they skinned him off there. We tried the chicken feathers. It didn't look right. That's all I can tell you. My friend Roger Miller said, did you ever notice how much weight a chicken can gain and never show it in the face? There's something to ponder. What I'm saying is we're going to generate capital. We're going to make money, and if folks at PETA don't like it, I really don't.
We don't care. We don't care.
So that's what we're about. They're beautiful clothes. Some of them, that one ostrich, it's too expensive for me to buy. If they didn't give it to me, I wouldn't buy it. But the other ones are medium priced. They're beautifully done. They're crafted.
What store?
I just dropped my microphone.
That's okay.
Are we still on?
Yes, we're
This is
on.
kind of a homespun deal,
Yeah.
right?
What stores can we
I
find
don't
your- Well, we've got
I
to find out.
don't know. Look, they're going to be on the internet.
Okay.
Look on the website. American Legends with Larry Gatlin's Legend series with diamond gusset jeans.
Okay.
You know what a gusset is, right?
Uh-huh, yes.
So now, fellas, if your jeans are a little too quick down there around certain areas, there's a little diamond gusset down in the bottom. You know where the cross?
Here's a little space.
You know where? Yeah, down there with Big Jim and the twins. You probably can't put that on TV, can you?
I don't know, Larry.
So, but anyway, they put this little. Y'all want to see it?
Go ahead.
Right in there. Ain't that beautiful? Made in America. So are the jeans. That ought to be a closer, friends and neighbors.
Oh, you're wild. You know what we haven't talked about, and I'm going to have to change tapes to do it, but I want to ask you a little bit about music.
Oh, God,
music is your
please,
life.
no.
Now, let's just talk about American
Everybody knows
life.
about all that.
All right.
Girl.
That's okay, and you're right. Do you know everybody knows the words to your music? Everybody knows
Not
that you wrote
everybody.
it. Well, everybody out here did.
Almost everybody.
Everybody.
Well, we're infectious.
You are. You
You
are.
know, our deal is, we figure if we go out there and have a good time, there's a good chance they're going to
That's
have a
right.
good time.
That's
I
right.
mentioned, and we're very blessed, and I'm grateful. I had great teachers in high school and college, had a chance to get an education like I told the people. I said ice cream. The first generation of either side of our family to get to go to college. So we're grateful for that. And I've learned a lot of things from people who didn't go to college, like my grandpa had a second grade education.
I know.
He was the wisest man I ever knew. So I'm grateful for that, and for Johnny Cash and Chris Christopherson, Roger Miller, and Willie, and people like that who helped me learn that craft. But I was talking about China a while ago, and that little baby. We sang country music, our songs with our band, in a park that dates back in the middle of Beijing to the Ming Dynasty.
Wow.
700 years ago. And these people who can't even speak English. And we had about 150 or 200 people starting out. The Chinese government, their embassy, asked us to come, kind of a cultural exchange. So we went, and it was for the opening of the American embassy over there during the Olympics and so forth. So we did it, and we started singing our music, and all of a sudden you see people who can't speak English. They're on their cell phones, and they're calling their friends and their family, and all of a sudden people started coming out of the woodwork, or out of the woods, and before you know it, we've got 1,000 people there listening to music they can't even understand the words. So,
But the connection.
yeah, it makes they can feel the passion and they like the sound of it. So we're very grateful. That they ought to send the Gatlin brothers on a tour just of people around the world to take America.
I'm thinking a goodwill tour.
there
Exactly.
you
That's
go.
exactly what you need
Of
to
course,
do.
our
So-
government doesn't even have goodwill to one of the
I was
citizens.
going to say, we cannot dial 1-800 in the White House and ask him to send you anywhere because he can't send himself, and that's all we're going to say.
Anyway,
Anyway.
so look.
Thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate you doing it.
I'm so thankful that you come here as often as you do, because people come back year after year. There are people who've been here over 40 years. Just every summer they plan on doing this. It's a great location.
We've been here every other year, I think for the last 10 or 15 years.
Right, people don't tire of
in a row.
this.
Well, I'm grateful for that, and I've got good help, obviously, Steve and Rudy. So we're very
They're
blessed.
pretty awesome. Don't tell them. Don't
They're
tell them,
good.
but they're pretty awesome.
Hey,
They're pretty dang good.
I get paid to listen to the Gatlin brothers every night.
I know, that
That's a
is
bad
awesome.
job.
That
I
is
hate
cool.
to be that way. No, I don't.
That is cool. That is really cool. Now, where are you going from here?
I have no idea.
You don't. You just crawl on the bus and go to sleep.
Well, actually, it didn't take long to spend the night last night. I did a little gospel show, a little solo show with the Nealons. And
Love the
my friend
Nealons.
Woody
Love 'em,
Wright
love 'em.
In Monroe, Louisiana. So I was in the airplane at 6 a.m.
Wow.
this morning.
Wow.
So my toothbrush was still wet this morning when I got there.
I got you.
That's when you know you ain't had enough sleep.
You ain't
When
had
your
enough
toothbrush is
sleep.
wet and your cell phone only has 3 bars.
Well, I'm so thankful for what you brought to the town that I call home. I mean, Blue Ridge is an amazing place. We needed the support of somebody who cares about America, and thank you so very, very
I
much for
appreciate
doing
it.
that.
We're going to do our best.
Thank
Like I
you.
say, generate some capital, make some money, give those people jobs. Our dad, like I say, he's 87. He's a driller in the oil field. 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. If Daddy was off, it wasn't a matter of getting paid while you didn't get paid if the rig was down and is having to go. So we know what that's like. We know what hard work's about. And that old deal about the man who loves his job's always on vacation. We love our jobs. This is a job. If you a lot of people, oh well, they're just singing and flying around there. But well, just follow me for about a week.
Right.
Follow me the next 18 days, and you'll realize what that's about. Now we're grateful for that job. We really are. And those hardworking people in America who buy tickets and buy CDs and come to see us. We do not take that lightly. So it's our chance to, like I said, give a little back, hopefully make some money in the venture. They're beautiful clothes. And like I say, it's made in America.
I'm going to be promoting these clothes.
What do you do?
I know a lot of chicks.
You want to see my vest again?
You crazy. He's a crazy man. He's a crazy man. Thank you so much for doing this, and thank you so much for coming back to this tiny, tiny town, because Hiawassee could have been forgotten if it weren't for the Georgia Mountain Fair. This is the biggest attraction for funding this area than anything. This fair keeps us going all year long, so thank you very much. Thank you very much for doing this. I appreciate it.
You may kiss me now.
Come on, England, God have mercy.
We might win a Pulitzer Prize.
I've won 18 county awards.
Well, you're number 19.
Number 19.
Right. Well, that's the greatest interview in the history of the world.
Percy Sledge sang to me, and it was so funny. I was so afraid to ask him, and I said, I just hate to do this, but could you do that? When he did, I was like, okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was awesome.